Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to find manufacturers. So here are 3 ways you can find manufacturers for your clothing brand. Now, the first way, this is the way I would recommend, especially when you're starting out your journey as a fashion brand owner. I would recommend finding your local supplier. I would recommend finding your local supplier simply because you're new to the game. You want to get in with all the lingo. You want to know exactly how they're going to be speaking to you, and you want to essentially get your hands on the garments as soon as possible. You want to be able to go down to your local store and literally just ask them for a sample, ask them for different materials. You can even ask them to teach you about certain things. I'm sure they'll be more than willing to help you. This is the first way before you venture out into other places like the second and third spot that I've got for you. Now, the second spot or the second way to find your manufacturer would be via Alibaba. Now, Alibaba is a global sort of source space for a plethora of different products. Essentially, a giant marketplace. You can get literally anything on Alibaba, but most people use Alibaba in the incorrect way. Most fashion brand owners tend to search for the products, whereas I prefer to have the manufacturers come to me simply because then we've got a choice of different manufacturers. The manufacturers that are going to be active in terms of like active communication will be the ones that are going to be coming back to you on the request for quotation. The request for quotation sort of implementation that they have on their website. It's also on other websites where you can source manufacturers as well. I would always recommend having manufacturers come to you where you'd submit a project or proposal on said website, and then essentially they just come back to you with their proposals and different projects and different prices. That way you don't have to actively look for manufacturer, they come to you, which I think is really good. One tip for Alibaba, I think they have something called a gold trade supplier. I suggest you only work with suppliers that are vetted by Alibaba. The more badges next to the name they have, is always better. In terms of what you're looking for, so for example, let's say you're looking for a simple T-shirt. Anyone can do T-shirts, but if you're looking for something more technical, let's say a nylon jacket or some sort of garment that has multiple different pieces to it, a garment that requires cut and sew, I would recommend China simply because for their technical ability is just top notch. Their attention to detail is amazing, so I would recommend China. If you're creating something a bit more technical, if you're going for quality, this is where we go for our next sourcing idea, and that would be a website called Source. Now, Source is where I find the majority of my manufacturers for not only my brand but for a lot of my clients, simply because the quality from the places that you're gonna get on this website are just top notch. I mean, it does take a while to sort of cipher through all of the bad ones, but the majority of them are really really good. I mean, for example, I suggest countries like Turkey, Italy, Portugal. This is where you're gonna find your top notch quality garments, especially for your samples, for your bases, for your hoodies, for your t-shirts, for your cargos, for your pants, for your jackets. Yeah, this is where you're gonna find top notch quality. I would stray away from this last one simply as a new brand because it does depend on the budget you have. So if you know you're working with a bigger budget and you want to come straight out the gate with top quality garments, then happily go for like Portugal, Italy. The qualities there is amazing. I would say minimum order quantity for manufacturers like this would be 50 to 100. So definitely do your market research. Definitely understand the pool that your brand has before you order. You never want to be left with stock that isn't selling. But again, it's all part of the sort of learning process. So I wouldn't stray away from you make any sort of mistakes. I would actually encourage you making mistakes because I could tell you not to make them, but as I would recommend that you sort of go into it with an open mind, and it will grow you as an entrepreneur. So I really do recommend that you try out different things, talk to different suppliers from all over the world, get samples, see what you like. It's all about experimentation. Fashion is all about expressing yourself. You know, it's the sort of arm of your personality, so you can literally do anything you want with it. And there are brands I know that get their stuff ordered in Pakistan that are perfectly high quality. I know brands that get their stuff from Italy and the quality is not even that great. So it really does depend on you and your ability to sort of vet out these manufacturers. And it's sort of my job as someone that has already been there and made a plethora of mistakes to sort of help guide these new fashion entrepreneurs to, well, essentially down the correct path. Just a quick caveat here: I do source manufacturers for potential clients. So if you would like to sort of skip out on all of this process and just get manufacturers that are vetted and I know that will deliver the highest quality, just make sure you click the link in the description so we can set up a call. I also do finances. I would also run the accounting brand for fashion brand owners as well to sort of take care of their finances. So I really do enjoy helping people like that. So if you do need any of these services, please click the link in the description and we can go over a sales call to sort of understand your needs further. I hope you gathered a lot from this video. If you have any other questions, please hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, or shoot me an email. I'm very responsive. Yeah, thank you for listening. See you. Bye.